I put these beats in sheets and overgrinded. I'm not to be undermined. Unless I'm with a chick with some thick lips and her brain is over mine. It's that over my silence and chat up to me for a kick and get better, swing better, no matter what you pitch, I'm a shatter. I know it's foul, but get out the line, you get thrown out of bounds, blow your mind, it won't matter. Wait, let me bring that back for y'all think I'm just rapping fast. I put these beats in sheets and overgrinded. I'm not to be undermined unless I'm with a chick with some thick lips and her brain is over mine. It's that over matters. Silence the chatter. Play me for a cake and get battered. Swing batter. No matter what you pitch, I'm a shatter. I know it's foul, but get out the line. You get thrown out of bounds, blow your mind, it won't matter. Right. Don't need a gun to remove it. Mistake me for Pinky and you'll lose it. Don't gotta be a mad scientist to know that there's other ways to be ruthless. I don't need a degree to know how to work this scalpel. I can save you dough on a drop top by turning you into a human convertible. Please don't judge. You don't want me to hit you with this verdict. Cool.
Finally TV, here we are, party people, back again with another episode of Voice of the Valley. And remember, don't just dream, inspire, don't just imagine, create, and just don't believe, achieve. That's the way it goes down right here every time. We in Beacon, New York, as you know, and boy, do I got a special guest for you. I got New Biddy, the city's own Infinite Illis in the building. Say what's up, sir.
What's good? How y'all doing, people? You already know from the 845 Newburgh.
That's it.
Glad to be here, gang.
What's up, man? It's nice to see you.
Same to you, man.
You know?
Been a minute.
We first met at an artist mixer, I believe, over at Drumline.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Drawzilla spot. Yeah,
Drawzilla.
Man.
Shout out Drawzilla, man. That thing's coming back.
Man. Yeah.
Seen that?
I think next month sometime.
Yeah,
sometime
I think the 25th. Drumline Studios.
Yeah,
I'm in there.
I'm gonna be there too.
Yeah,
I'm in there, man.
So I will see you again. Dope event that he throws with the artist mixer.
Big facts.
You know, he does the producer synergy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's actually happening in January. Is the producer
it's a synergy. Yeah.
And I seen he's trying to take that thing to Miami. You peeped that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's trying to make producer synergy in Miami. So shout out to Drawzilla, man.
Shout out to him, man.
You know?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, no, he's moving and grooving, and I really appreciate him doing his thing out there. But more about you, brother. We need to make sure that my audience understands exactly who you are and what you got going on. So I already said you're from Newburgh, you know, but how did you end up in Newburgh and Hudson Valley area and all that good stuff? Tell the people.
Born and raised in Newburgh, man. Been in and out of here, but mostly the majority of my life I've been here.
Okay.
I've been rapping since like 12 and producing my own beats since 15 and singing since like 6. Like I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I just love music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just feel the vibe for it and you know, just do what I love. That's it.
Got you. We had a nice discussion prior to this. We were talking about energy.
Yeah, man.
And music is one of the best ways to convey that energy, and you can take it and mold it into something crazy. You know, whether it's a beat, you know. I think it's crazy, you know, always thought it was crazy and great how music instills like a feeling when you listen to it.
It really does, man. Even just a beat itself.
Yeah.
No vocals.
Yeah.
You get a vibe from that alone.
And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, cool. So, with that said, I always want to tell the people, you know, and ask the people so you could tell them, what's your passion, man? Why is Infinite Illis at FinallyTV Studios right now? Why are you sitting with me right now? What is it about you? What's that passion that's inside you?
Just this music, man. I just really got a passion to just put forth what I feel into that.
Okay.
And nothing more, nothing less, really, man.
Okay.
You know, I pretty much just go with the vibe and just lay out how I feel. Okay. And seem to convey that well from what I've been told from other people, from listeners. So
yeah. So that means just listening feedback as you should.
Exactly. Got to pay attention to what people tell you.
Right.
Off of checking out your products and what you put out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Makes you better.
I agree. Now you spoke about some ages just now, you know, but if you could tell me, when did you realize, you know, what this passion was and that you wanted to do something with it? When did that happen for you?
Funny thing about that, man, I've been into that way before I probably should have.
Okay.
Just real brief. I was a young boy, man, very young, man. I had to be around like 6 or 7, and just around with my cousins and whatnot. I'll just say briefly. And my cousin Mario, he's like probably like 4 years older than me, somewhere around there. And we was all playing some music, and I was like, yo, freestyle. So, I just kicked something small.
Yeah.
I said something I shouldn't have said at too young of an age, but anyway. Yeah, but yeah, I knew around then just from being around not just him, but my mother. Period. She played all different kinds of music, from hip hop to reggae to R&B. When hearing all those different kinds of music, I just took to it.
Okay.
But when I got around like 12, that's when I really knew that's what I wanted to do.
Got you. Okay, around 12.
Yeah.
You knew you was gonna do something with music.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And at that point, you had just started rapping at that point because you was already singing.
Yeah, I was already singing.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing right there. But I was already singing, man.
Right.
But at 12, I had ended up in Columbia, South Carolina, where I met a group of individuals. I was new out there, and they kind of stereotyped me. It was like, "Oh, are you from New York? I know you rap." Assuming everybody from New York rap and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, I don't. But so the guy was like, this is what I want you to do. Go home, write a 16. You know what I mean? And let me hear that the next day after he spit some bars for me, which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I came back, and everybody liked what I wrote.
Okay.
So from there, I've been ILLIS.
Okay.
I was J ILLIS back then.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Infinite ILLIS now.
Yeah, man, Infinite ILLIS.
There it is. Let's take a moment while we're saying that and just look into the camera and tell the people where they can follow you and find your music out there.
I got one even better for y'all, man. I have a better way to connect with me. Everybody has it to where you can just go to their social media and all that. That's cool, but that's no real way for me to know who my real fans are.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you guys want to stay in touch with me and stay up to date and know when I'm going to drop something, even before it comes out, hit me at this number, 843-258-8418. That's 843-258-8418. Now, when you text me, you're going to get a form to fill out, which you can fill out, and it will put you into my phone book.
Okay.
And also, in return, give you what's called a V card, which has all of my information on it. And you could just hit me up anytime and ask me, hey, when's your next show or whichever, and I will let you know, vice versa.
Okay.
That's how you can stay in touch with me.
That's different.
Yeah, man, super phone.
I like that.
Super phone. A lot of people don't know. Are you familiar with Ryan Leslie?
No.
Why do people not know this guy? But everybody knows who Cassie is, though, right?
Yeah.
He's like the reason why she even popped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was her man before Diddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did, if I'm not mistaken, her whole project. And I'll just say briefly, back when MySpace was popping, that's how she got popping. He, had her shit up on there and helped promote it and all that. Produce her tracks and everything. Sure. But he came out with this product called Superphone. You know what I mean? For you artists who don't know, I suggest y'all check this out. It'll be very beneficial to y'all. Superphone is basically used for like what I just put it out there for, for you to be able to actually engage with your listeners, your actual fans.
Gotcha.
And also it's set up to where I can connect it to my website to where if people want to buy any merch off me, I will see on my phone, like, oh, Gabe just bought a new album from your T-shirt. He just spent $20. Also, he's in Newburgh.
Okay.
And he also in the past spent over like $30,000 with you. So I know who my real fans are.
Got you. Okay. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, do you discourage them from following you on Instagram and all that?
Nah, not at all. People can still follow me on there. Yeah, you guys can still follow me on there. But, if you want to know the Instagram and my, Facebook and what have you, text me.
There you go. Okay.
Text me.
I like it. Stop.
Already.
So that's dope. That's dope. I like that. That's I think that's pretty innovative, right? I didn't know about that, and I think, I've done, almost 60-something interviews on this thing, and nobody's ever said that before. You know what I mean? So that's cool.
Not many people know. I know that a lot of people pretty much just stick to the norm. You got to look outside of the norm in order to even push further.
There you go. There you go. Say it with your chest. Y'all heard it. I could rewind it for you in the edit and play it again, but you're right, though.
Appreciate it, man.
You're right. So realizing at 12 that, yo, I want to do something with this music. I want to be in music somehow, some way, you know. How long would you say, if I asked you today, you know, how long have you been actively really pursuing that dream?
Oh, man. Actively, I would say around like 16, 17. Because like from 12 till then, I was pretty much just writing raps here and there, you know, working on it, you know. But around that 16, 17 is when I really took it serious. That's when I was recording with this other camp. I won't mention their name. Yeah, it's one of those. But anyway, I was working with this camp around that time, and doing shows, man, and just going from place to place, not just in the Hudson Valley. We went down to the city and did some shows there.
Well received?
Yeah, it was well received, man. It was really good. The feedback that we all got, you know, not just me, the other artists as well. Which one of them is my bro Heat. He does music as well. Check him out. HEAT. Got some flames, real shit. But yeah, man. That's when I really started to really take it serious.
Got you. So it's been a while then. So it's been almost, you know, 18 years or so.
Yeah, I'm 32 now, so it's been a while. Like I'll say like the past, when I was around like 24, 25, around that time I ended up slowing down because I settled down and whatnot, kids and whatnot. But recently getting back to it hard. Recently getting back to it.
And we're gonna get to some of that music that you have out there, and right now is a perfect segue into that. 'Cause, you know, to ask you, well, how far have you progressed? Like, what have you done in these 15 something years? You know, obviously you've been hitting the studio.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Have there been album releases by you or mixtape things? Like what's been going on with you and your content and what you got out there?
Well, around the time I first started, because it was more dependent on someone else, a lot of my material got held back due to other things that don't have much to do with me. But, you know, after a while, when I came more in control of my own stuff, I started to put into effect what I learned from that first studio, which I learned how to record myself, how to mix down, what different softwares there are to use. So I've been recording myself. Have I been to other studios? I have. But I like recording myself. I'm not on a time limit.
Got you. You seem to, you know, not to go too far off the beaten path, but you seem to be one of those people that's very adamant about being self-efficient, self-reliant. Where does that come from? Is that just ingrained in you and you're just that way, or is that coming from somewhere?
I think it's partly already ingrained in me because also I have literally 3 of my uncles who own their own companies. You know, one's a mechanic, one's a carpenter, one's a painter. And they all have their own company.
Tradesmen that put it to work for them.
Exactly. So I think that just pretty much instilled in me, but also from dealing with people who I had to depend on and were not doing their job fully.
Got you.
So
So a little life lesson, a little bit in the blood.
Exactly.
Got you. Okay, cool. 'Cause I wanted to ask that because it's definitely relevant and when I speak to you. So you had some material that just never came out. You had your own recording studio. You're saying you got your own joint?
Yeah, man.
Like
I have
like
my
a home studio.
Yeah, basically, it's a home studio, man, right in my room, man. So like sometimes I'll welcome, you know, other artists, only those that I know are serious, to come through. You know, charge them $20, you know, to do a little something. I'm not as good as like going to Drawzillas or
Shout out Drumline.
Yeah, shout out Drumline or the Retreat. You know, shout out to Phil and Zubin. All 3, you know, those 2 spots are very great. You know what I mean? But I do a pretty decent job.
So, well, and plus, you know, you take it serious yourself. So
I take it serious.
Every session, you're probably getting better.
Heck yeah. So like, I more so record myself than I do others. Like, that's basically it.
And now, since, you know, you said that you took a small hiatus for a little while just to, you know, got kids going and all that. now in this, let's call it the second wind of Infinite Illis, in more recent time, let's fast forward a little bit to 2018, 19. It seems you've been putting out some work. Like, you got stuff out on iTunes right now that I was listening to earlier and stuff. So like, there's a concerted effort there to get your music out there. And not all of it. I want to say 2 of the songs that I was listening to got more of that R&B type feel, and then the one is more kind of you going in with some rapping and like you know, showing them. So like, if I had, and I don't want you to pigeonhole yourself. I know what all the artists say, right? It's not to pigeonhole you, but what do you relate more to as an artist? Well, what type of artist are you? Would you say?
There's so many ways to look at that.
Yes, there is. So which way is your way? Because there's no right or wrong.
First, I got to know which way do you mean, because people put that in so many different forms. Do you mean like, do I see myself as a lyrical, or like, what do you mean? I
feel I want to know, like, first of all, what you're more comfortable doing as a performer. Okay. You know what I mean? So, do you feel more comfortable singing, or do you feel more comfortable rapping?
I feel more comfortable rapping. I'm gonna say that right off bat. Okay. I'm a better rapper than I am a singer.
Okay, in your own words, in your how you feel. Okay, gotcha.
No, it's singing something that I like to do. I love to do it. Okay. You know, but I noticed that's something I need work on. Okay. So I stick to the rapping.
Okay. Because I'm saying, when I tell you, like, you go on iTunes right now, look up Infinite Illis, and you'll see a few joints up there. Jill Scott's one, Free one, and then what's the other?
Treat You Right.
Treat You Right. You know, 2 of those joints, you're straight up. You're just singing, you're harmonizing in it. You know what I mean?
Man, and Treat You Right is the majority of the hook is singing, and Jill Scott, I think it's only like a little bit of singing in the hook, but it's still a good much. Yeah. You know, y'all get a chance, definitely check those out on any streaming service, man.
Yeah, there you go. He'll tell you that without
Thought you having to text me.
Yeah. Tell him the number one more time while we at it.
When you get a chance, go to any streaming service and check out Jill Scott or Treat You Right or Free One. But, you know, hit my number up because I ain't got to memorize.
I'll put it on the screen, but tell the number.
I ain't got to memorize. Let me open up the app.
843, I know that part.
Boom. Yeah, you want to text me to stay up to date with my music or anything that I'm doing on my merch. You know, if y'all can see the shirt real quick. Hold on. You know.
Oh, they can see that.
See that?
Yeah.
Infinite Time, you heard? That's the name of my company. I'm the CEO of my own shit. Know that? Yeah, hit my numbers, 843-258-8418. That's 843-258-8418. You can text me, and when you text me, you will get a form to put your information in my phone book, and in exchange, you will get a V card from me that will put me into your phone book. And you can hit me up anytime, ask me any questions.
There you go. There it is. So moving right along, inspirations, man.
Oh, man.
Who or what are your inspirations for all this?
When I first started, man, when I really knew, and it's funny, I look into the mirror drain that you got here, and one of the artists that I see is who I was about to say. Okay. DMX. Okay. It's dark and hella hot. When I heard that, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. That's when I really knew I wanted to rap. That's when I really knew.
Okay. Shout out DMX.
Like, his energy is different. Just different. Even till this day. The only person who I can say, and I don't really care to mention the artist's name because, like, he just has a whole bad thing going right now. But 6ix9ine came close. Oh, okay. To his energy. Yeah. You know, as far as just the, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, and the things that he spoke in, his emotional energy that he put into his music, DMX, loved it. Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah, he very inspirational guy. I think for those artists that dig into their souls and explain to you, the listener, why they are the way they are, I think we end up relating to those artists more. Right. Eminem.
Yes, that's another one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's another one.
He does that, though. Yes. You know what I mean? That's something he does. And his counterpart, it does that too. You know, Royce, when Royce did Layers, I don't know if you peeped Layers.
No, I haven't.
But Royce just undressed himself and just let you know what the layers are, you know, and it's an ill story, you know, and there's ill symmetry with his story. But those type of artists, man, they're just able to touch us in a certain way. So it doesn't surprise me that you would say a guy like DMX is you know, one of those inspirations. Who's some other people, like, you know, on the fringe of, like, when you're listening and you're listening to it. I seen you like a singer a lot in recent times. There's a singer that you like, Jaheim. Was it?
Yeah, Jaheim. Yeah, man. I like.
I know you just like that, but I'm just saying, who
Yeah.
else would be besides the DMX and the M out there?
Yeah, because the Eminem was gonna be the next one I mentioned. Jay-Z, man, of course. Everybody always mention these guys, so I hate to sound like everybody else, but definitely Pac and Biggie, man. Pac had a few hits. I can't say every song. It wasn't to where I can cop an album and listen to a whole album, but some of his tracks were definitely hitting. Like Dear Mama was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Biggie. Biggie. Yo, his flow, his energy, come on, unmatched.
Do you ever get references back to you that you remind them of Shine and Big sometimes?
Oh, do I?
You do? Okay. Yeah.
And that's one of my favorites too, man. Shout out to Shine. I wish you would drop some new stuff.
You have that quality in your voice, but the content's not the same, so it doesn't matter. But
right.
You know what I mean?
With the sound.
Yeah, the actual octave of the voice, the tone of it, it's similar, but the way he really played on it and rapped like slow.
Right.
You choose to be a little bit more wordy, so it sounds different.
I get that from Eminem.
Okay, yeah.
That's really like when I listen to him.
Yeah, like Rap God.
Man. Even before that, man, I was fucking with him.
That was
that
showing you like
oh yeah. Like there's a song that I plan on putting out. I'll say if not next month, then definitely in February.
Okay.
That Rap God inspired me to do.
Yeah.
I'll probably spit a few bars for that for y'all.
Okay.
But if that's okay.
Yeah.
But man, definitely from Eminem I got the wordy thing, man.
Okay.
Nas is another one as far as just storytelling, being great at that, man. But he also had he throws a few bars at you, but more so of a storyteller. Yeah, his ability to describe a scene is uncanny. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It really is.
And he credits the Cool G's and the and the Slick Ricks for that.
Yeah,
which I would probably say that's a good.
Definitely. I heard not much, but a few enough to know. I could see why he would say that.
Yeah, those two are phenomenal. I mean, Cool G still making music. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you know, what I mean?
Still performing.
Yeah,
shows and all that. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So keeping it moving, man. It's like I like talking to people like you because you're like the newer generation of me.
Appreciate
it. So like we vibing on the same thing.
Yeah.
So I get it with the inspirations, and I definitely feel it when I'm listening to your music.
Appreciate it.
Everybody you just said. I mean, maybe right. I think everything you just said. Everybody that you mentioned, I could see the influence.
Where I get certain,
so that's definitely cool. All that said, man, here you are, this ball of energy moving forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say have been your biggest challenges so far with all this?
Just really, I don't know where to start with that, man, because the biggest challenge for me, I'll say it more so lately, is mixing down and mastering my own stuff, finding opportunities myself. I have no set studio to go to. I have no manager. No, I ain't crying about it. I do everything myself. Search up my own, all of that.
Yeah.
So that's really been the challenge, to just finally say, you know what, since I can't find the right help, I'm gonna do it myself.
Gotcha.
Easier to say, harder to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't say performing because I love it.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of energy when I'm on that stage.
Yeah.
Now I know people are listening.
Gotcha.
You have no choice but to hear what I'm saying, and get my energy.
Right. And you want the energy back. You want to know, or nay. Tell me.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
You want to know. I think that, not to get off topic, but I just think that there's not enough practice going on, and a lot of turning noses up at open mics and stuff like that.
Right.
There's so many aspiring artists out here, and when you go to an open mic, you see the same 8 to 10 people that go to all the open mics.
Mm-hmm.
And not that they're not good or anything, but they're not really it. You know what I mean? They might be just doing it for fun. But my point is, how come I never see like aspiring rappers out there practicing? Like the live show is everything, you know, in my opinion, you know.
So use the open mics as your practice.
Yes, it's free. You know what I mean? It's available on a weird night like a Tuesday or a Thursday where you know you didn't have no big plans.
Exactly.
And you could just go perform. You know, you can also gauge how much support you're getting from your immediate circle, because you can start telling your people like, yo, let's go to this bar, let's go to this bar, let's go to this pool hall, wherever they're having an open mic at. You know what I mean? And you get your peoples in there, and then, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump on stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, that if more people did that, they would, trust me, there would be more and bigger open mics around here, because the bars and the pool halls that throw them now would be more willing to throw money at advertising for it. They would have more specials in house. If they know, oh, we're doing an open mic, damn, it's gonna be like 60
it's gonna bring them more business.
You know, we're gonna have 60 people here. You know what I mean? So they might do a radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come down to, you know, McCully's, you know what I mean, on Tuesday at 7, open mic, you know what I mean? Shout out Poet Gold and Miles Simpkins and all these people that do their thing hosting these open mics. But we need to really take advantage of it more on a whole in the Valley. Like, if you go down to the city to an open mic, you will see a lot going on. You know what I mean? And I just don't know why it doesn't happen here. Like, y'all need the practice. Trust me, I've seen y'all perform. When you're paying to perform, I've seen y'all perform, and that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? There's only
don't do it there.
Yeah, there's only a few of you that I've seen perform live that really do it. You know what I mean? And y'all know because I've told you. So honestly, if I've seen you perform and I didn't come to you and be like, yo, that was, you know what you're doing, then you ain't it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just not about, you know, breaking anybody down. I'm going to build you up first, you know what I mean? So, but just know that there is ample opportunity to practice. And your live show really does dictate your paths, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have the content, you got to have the drive to want to do it, and then behind that, you need to have a dope live show.
That's important, very important, man.
Don't have a live show.
It ain't much to it. Because that's what people love to see is a live show, man.
And it's where you're going to make your money, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's where the majority of the money comes from.
You know? So it is your bread and butter. So I would start using these open mics as more of a practicing type of deal, and a way to like sharpen that blade. But anyway, you say a big challenge for you is just getting your stuff mastered now and getting the time to do it all.
Yeah, man. Because I do everything myself. I make the beat. I do my own lyrics. No shade towards people who don't write their own lyrics, but you know, I arrange everything. I do everything myself. I bought all of the software. I do everything.
So, and you're just still learning, and you just put it together.
Yeah, man. Like every now and then, I'll go on to like, you know, YouTube, or you know, watch a tutorial on like lynda.com. For those who probably don't know about that, there's different outlets you can check. There's this drink called Masterclass, where actually has people from the industry that has tutorials. Timberland is on Masterclass, showing people how to produce. Spike Lee is on Masterclass for filming, showing people how to do that. Samuel L. Jackson is on there showing people how to do like acting. So there's different things to look at, to learn from, you know, and I take the time out to sit there, learn that, and then put it to work.
Gotcha. I see also one way you work a lot, talking about performing and stuff, and this reason why I'm bringing it up, is on your Instagram, and we always see it when you text them, there's a lot of, I'm going to open up for this, I'm going to do that for this guy and this guy, and not just small names, it's pretty big names. I think I saw Dave East on it.
Yeah, man, I submitted to open up for Dave East and a couple of other opportunities. You know, this joint called Making It Mag. Y'all can check that out when y'all get a chance, makingitmag.com. That whole business right there, they have it set up to where if you are a member on their site, which is $200 a year, that's light, a year, not a month. And they have opportunities like that to open up for big artists. All you got to do is submit. It's no extra money. You just submit once you're already a member. And, you know, if they like your music versus everybody else who submitted, you get that chance. And if it's far out, paid flight and hotel.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you can't lose.
So where's the most what's the most recent one that I saw you was opening up?
Pop Smoke. That's what I recently posted up. Hopefully I'll get that. The song that I submitted for that, I didn't even drop on all streaming platforms yet. But I will drop that next one as well.
Okay.
I have it somewhere else, but I don't even care for nobody to check for it on there. I prefer for everybody to, to stream it.
Okay.
But it's a song called Everybody's a G. Briefly, I'll just speak on it like this. That song is more so about, because I grew up around different kinds of people. Those who really are about that kind of life of being a gangster and doing some, crazy things. And those who wanted to, but really aren't about it. But when they got around a group of people, they're the tough guy now. Yeah. So that's what that song is about.
Got you. Got you. And speaking of stuff like that, is there like a line of advice that drives you or that you live by that kind of keeps you on your course of who you are?
Just be true to self.
True to self.
Period. And once you're true to self, it's easier to be true to others. If you sit there and you lie to yourself, you're going to lie to other people. Got you. So that's what I go by.
Got you. I guess this is a good time for a quick intermission. You had said you had a couple bars that you was inspired from Rap God. So I'm going to go ahead and let you turn to the camera, sir. And, give him a little 4/8 sample, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And we'll be right back. Go ahead.
Let's see. Trying to see if I should slow it down for y'all because it gets a little fast.
Yeah,
so I might go back and slow it down just for the one part. I put these beats in sheets and overgrind it. I'm not to be undermined unless I'm with a chick with some thick lips and her brain is over mine. It's that over my silence and chat up in me for a kick and get better, swing better, no matter what you pitch, I'm a shot. I know it's foul, but get out the line, you get thrown out of bounds, blow your mind, it won't matter. Wait, let me bring that back for y'all think I'm just rapping fast. I put these beats in sheets and overgrind it. I'm not to be undermined unless I'm with a chick with some thick lips and her brain is over mine. It's that over matters. Silence the chatter. Play me for a cake and get battered. Swing batter. No matter what you pitch, I'm a shatter. I know it's foul, but get out the line. You get thrown out of bounds, blow your mind, it won't matter.
Right.
Don't need a gun to remove it. Mistake me for Pinky and you'll lose it. Don't gotta be a mad scientist to know that there's other ways to be ruthless. I don't need a degree to know how to work this scalpel. I could save you dough on a drop top by turning you into a human convertible. Please don't judge. You don't want me to hit you with this verdict. Cool. Slash to the neck. Would it be a mess? Would it no? Cause I'm not a predictable person. I lie. I'm kind of a prick. Still might stick, even if I don't like the stench of these chickens. Don't get plucked. Thinking if you fly, that you can't get knocked out the sky. Land in the wrong way, wrong place, please. Don't get stuck. Up the rectum, don't make me wreck him. Whoever tried to just do it, I would check him. For a flight, I will take him and he'll leave those. Fuck it, I'm way off topic, just trying to say, if you ain't feeling me, motherfucker, don't say nothing. Fuck around and make me Drake something. Do right and kill everything.
Infinite ILLIS. What is good?
Already.
I like it.
Appreciate
the way you construct your bars, sir, I think you be able to jump in like, the battle rap circuit.
Yeah. I don't think I'm that nice. I don't think I'm ready.
The way you construct your bars, though, and the way the similes and the metaphors are set up and the double wordplay entendres, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just recently started watching that.
Yeah, I think you should watch some more, man. Watch some URL, watch some RBE, watch some King of the Dot.
Okay.
And you will see that there are people who think the way you think along those lines. They might not just do it like you, which is why I'm saying I think you'd be dope with that because
Appreciate it.
But be people. Y'all tell him.
Already.
Already.
Text me.
Yeah. Tell him the number one more time.
Oh, come on. Pull the phone out.
It'll be on the screen. Don't worry. I'm still put it on the screen.
He'll put it on the screen.
All right.
I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
843-258-8418. You heard?
Bet. All right, before we get out of here, man, my favorite question of Voice of the Valley every single time. You've been doing a couple shows. You've been doing your thing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All right? It's got to happen to you one time where you were made to feel like a star. Tell me about it.
I don't even understand. What do you mean when I was made to feel like a star?
Yeah, that time that you performed,
And I really felt like good.
You was out minding your own business. And somebody was like, "Hey, sir, aren't you Infinite Illis? I listened to your." Has that happened to you yet?
Nah, it hasn't happened to me yet.
Nah?
It hasn't happened to me yet. But one thing that has happened to me, I'll say a good couple of times when I performed,
Okay.
like more than 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
I'll go on stage and, you know, just during the first couple of seconds, you know, people are still kind of like, But when I get more into the song and by the time I finish, everybody is shaking my hand when I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Everybody looks.
Yeah.
That I have gotten a lot, and that lets me know that, okay, I'm doing something right. Get great feedback like that.
Yeah.
Like, especially this one time I performed in the Bronx. I think it was at, I want to say Webster Hall, man. But anyway, I had performed this one track, and I came in. The majority of the people that I was with, I'm not a gang member. Nothing towards them. I know people who are. I'm family members of people who are. But anyway, I came in like the majority of people I was with, Crips. We walked into a whole blood environment. Okay, so it was a little
tension.
Yeah, it was a little, you know what I mean? And the majority of the guys were in the back of the club the whole time that, you know, my other guys were performing. But when I got up on the stage and I did my song, everybody came to the front.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So like when I see that, that's when I know.
Yeah, and that's the spirit of that question. Is that moment.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yes, I experienced that.
Yeah. No, I knew you had. I knew you had. And trust me, it will happen to you too, where you're gonna be out minding your business. Somebody's like, "Aren't you Infinite Illis?" Like, it's gonna happen to you, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel really good about that.
I'll be waiting for it.
Like, it happened to the FinallyTV guy. You know
already?
What I mean? I was in the mall.
That's what's up. See, that's when you know. That's when you know you're doing something and people are watching you.
FinallyTV guy, like,
you
know.
That's when you know people got their eye on you.
Yeah,
man.
you know, and just getting that support. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But Infinite, man, it's been a pleasure talking with you, man.
Thanks for inviting me.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So they're gonna text you to find out. But 2020, you dropping something? Are you dropping like an album or EP? What you got going on?
There's a funny thing about that, and I'll be brief on it. I'm currently working on a TV show based off of my life.
Oh, okay.
And that's called Shattered Hearts.
Okay.
Now, this is something that has not been done. Everybody, please do your research. Guarantee you it hasn't.
Okay.
After each season, I'm going to drop an album pertaining to that.
Oh, okay. Got you.
And this is all just, you know, just true stories based off of my life. I have 6 seasons of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
I'm
and the
working
first
on
season
that.
hasn't been released yet?
Nah, I'm still writing down everything.
Okay.
I want to get everything down packed. But that's pretty much what I'm working on this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, start the filming in 2020 or in 2021, but definitely soon.
Gotcha. You might see FinallyTV's guy in there.
You never know.
I'll at least make season like 5 or 6 because he came on the show.
Facts. But until then, every month I'm focused on dropping a single.
Okay.
So I'll at your boy.
Oh, there
Keep
you
your
go.
eye out for me, Eric.
So music on the way. Infinite Time is the company. I'm sure is there a website for that set up? What you got?
Actually, I don't have an Infinite Time website yet. It's just infiniteillis.com.
Okay.
Go there, you know what I mean? You want some T-shirts? I got some on there for the ladies, men. Got jackets and all of that. I even got stuff for infants on there.
Right? Well, you know he got
little onesies. You dig? Gotta have something for everybody. Shout out to Sergio, who also had me on the 13th it was this month at December Hot Cafe. The open mic joint is going down again next month. I forgot exactly when next month, but check that spot out, December Hot Cafe out in New Windsor. You heard?
Oh, okay, there it is. He is Infinite Illis. I am Gabriel. This is Voice of the Valley. Party people, we out.
Come on.